Hey everybody, this is Matt here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate using the fade on the Panasonic HC-V900 Camcorder. Okay, this is a video fade that you can add to your video recordings. Now you can see that currently I'm still in picture recording mode. You can tell that by the little yellow icon on the bottom right of the screen. You can see there's a little picture camera, image of a picture camera on an icon which is in a yellowish color. I'm going to press that icon now to switch to video recording mode. Awesome. Now I'm in video recording mode. Perfect. So now I have to find the fade on the camcorder. I'm going to press one of those arrows on the bottom left. It doesn't really matter which one I press. I'm going to press the left one, I think, is what I'm going to go with. Oh, and there's the menu icon. It was already there from the last time I used the camcorder. Oh, it doesn't stay on the screen very long. I'm going to have to press one of those arrows again. There's menu. I'm going to press menu now. Now I have to press record setup. I'm going to press the record setup icon. And now I have to find the fade. So I'm going to have to press one of the arrows there on the left. I'm simply going to press the down arrow. Okay, I'll keep pressing it. Here is fade now. You can see fade is off and the current color is black. For a little bit more information, I'm going to hit the information icon there in the bottom center of the screen. The eye, I'm going to press it now. You can see it's selected. So now I'm going to press fade there. And you can see fade in at start and fade out at end. Perfect. So I'm going to press enter there to turn it on. So I'm going to press the on icon. Now fade is on. So now we're going to fade in black. So I'm going to press the exit icon there on the bottom right. And I'm going to now press the record button on the back of the camcorder, okay, in just a moment. But you can see there's a little icon there on the bottom left of the screen. You can see it's an arrow pointing right. And there's a B there to prove it's going to fade in black. So now I'm going to press the record button on the back of the camcorder to begin the fade. To begin recording with the fade, I should say, pardon me. Okay, you can see the video recording faded in. And now I'm going to press the record button on the back of the camcorder again to fade out. Okay, we're going to fade out the video clip now. I'm just going to stop it now. Press the pause button. I'll press the record button again to pause recording. Perfect. Now we recorded a black fade in and a black fade out. So now I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left there. But I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left to turn it on again. I'm going to press menu, the menu icon. I'm going to press the record setup icon. And now I'm going to press the down arrow on the left. Okay, fade is off. So I have to turn fade on again. So I'll press fade. Turn it on. And you can see our fade color is still white. So I'm going to press, or still black, pardon me. I'm going to switch it to white. So I'm going to press the fade color and press white. Now we're ready to fade in white. Fade in and fade out in white. So I'm going to press the exit icon on the bottom right of the screen. And now we can see the icon is back there towards the bottom left. You can see it's an arrow pointing right with a W for white. So now I'm going to press the record button on back of the camcorder to begin recording with the white fade. Okay, you can see it's fading in white. Perfect. We're recording now. Now I'm going to press the button on the back of the camcorder now to pause recording and fade out in white. So I'm going to press that button now, the record button now. Okay, that was awesome. Now we can see the fade is off because the icon, the W icon has disappeared. Okay, so there's another method we can use here. I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. And I'm going to keep pressing it till I find the select operation icons, which are these. Now, these are the three default factory icons. And that's the fade on top. Oh, they don't stay on the screen very long. It's always a complaint with this camcorder. I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left again. They're there. So I'm going to press the fade icon on top. Now it's turned on. And you can see that white is still the selected color. So now I'm going to press the record button on the back of the camcorder to do it again. To fade in white. Okay, now I'm recording. You can see I faded in white. Now I'm going to pause recording by hitting the record button again to fade out in white. And you can see we've turned, the fade is turned off again. You have to turn it on every single time. But there's a nifty trick with the select operation icon. I'll show you. I'll press the arrow on the left. Okay. We can choose to fade just in or fade out. Okay. So I'm going to fade in. I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. Press the fade icon. Now we're ready to fade in white. So I'll press the record button on the back of the camcorder. Okay, you can see we faded in white and we're recording. Okay, so I'm going to press the left arrow on the bottom left again. And I'm going to just simply hit the fade icon there, which is part of the select operation icons. I'm going to hit it now. Now I've turned off the fade and you can see we're still recording. So I'm going to hit the record button on the back of the camcorder to just pause recording. Okay, you can see I've paused recording and there was no fade out because I turned it off. Okay, and the same thing goes with black. I'm going to press the left arrow again just to go through that again. I'm going to, actually no, pardon me, getting ahead of myself. I'm going to hit the record button here on the back of the camcorder. Okay, now we're recording and there was no fade in. So I'm going to press that arrow on the bottom left. I'm going to press the fade icon here. And you can see it's fading on. The fade is on, pardon me. And it's the white fade because we haven't changed the color yet. So when I press the record button on the back of the camcorder, it'll pause recording and fade out in white. So I'm going to press that record button now. Okay, awesome. You can see it faded out in white. Now I'm going to change the color. I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. And keep pressing it until I find the menu icon. There it is there. I'm going to press record setup. And keep swiping down. Press the arrow on the bottom left, on the left. And I'm going to press fade color. And I'm going to switch back to black. I'm going to press black. Now I'm going to press exit. And I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. And keep pressing it till I come to the select operation icons. There's the fade on top. And you can see it's on. And there's the icon in the bottom left of the screen. You can see the little arrow pointing right with the B. I'm going to press the record button on the back of the camcorder to fade in black. So I'll press the record button on the back of the camcorder now to begin recording. Okay, excellent. You can see the recording faded in black. Okay, that's awesome. Now I'm going to pause recording by hitting the record button on the back of the camcorder now. So we'll fade out in black. So I'm going to press the record button on the back of the camcorder now to fade out in black. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Now one more time, I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. And there's the fade icon. Okay, so we can see the icon. But before I press the icon, I'm going to press record on the back of the camcorder. Okay, I'm recording. And you can see it didn't fade in black. Now I'm going to press the arrow on the bottom left. And I'll turn on the fade to fade out with it. Okay. So we're going to fade out in black. Fade is on now. You can see the B on the arrow pointing right on the bottom of the screen. Bottom left corner of the screen. You can see it now. So when I hit the record button on the back of the camcorder to pause recording, we'll fade out in black. So I'll press the record button now. So we're going to fade out in black. Okay, and you can see that the fade is turned off. Now, I will admit that I had to use an external microphone to record this because with the program I'm using, it would interfere with the camcorder, okay? So when you're using the fade in and fade out effect on the camcorder, you will notice that if you're speaking as it's fading in or fading out, the audio will fade in and fade out as well. It'll fade in a little, it'll fade out a little too, okay? So, there you go. That is the awesome fade feature on the Panasonic HC-V900 Camcorder. You can use the fade with video recording. Okay, I really want to tell you all, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the YouTube comment section below. I'll answer all I can. I'll get back to you when I can. Okay, I really thank you all for watching, and I really thank you all for your time.